Welcome to Spreadsheets 3. Today we're going to learn how to enter formula into our spreadsheet. So the first type of formula we're going to learn to enter is totals. So I'm going to insert some rows to allow space for the totals that we're going to enter at the end of each column. To use formula, you use the formula tab at the top of the screen. And when you click on this, it shows you this ribbon. We're going to use the auto sum feature, and that adds quick calculations. So if we click on the down arrow, it shows us the list of calculations that it deems are the quick and most frequently used. We're going to click on sum. It gives you a tooltip to tell you what it's going to do. And when we click on it, it selects all of the figures in the cells above it, and it enters the formula for us automatically. We can do the same here by clicking sum again and hitting enter. This time it's selected the cells D5 to D15. We can then copy the formula across, and it copies it all the way across the page. Now that we've entered our formula, we can see that it will change automatically when we change the figures in these. Now we're going to enter an average at the end of the month. So we'll just put in the title average at the top. We're going to use the auto sum again, and this time select average. It automatically selects all the cells to the left. We can copy this average down, and it automatically recalculates it for each of the rows. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to change the background on the cells so that we can clearly see that they're different from the other ones. We may also want to show decimal points, so we can use the quick formatting tool here, increase decimal, and that will give us 1 decimal point or 2, and we can decrease. We leave it at 1. Now we're going to enter some slightly more complex formula. So we're going to try and calculate the profit sold by multiplying the number of units they sell by the total profit per unit, which is 25 cents. So to do this, we type in equals into the cell, and that tells us it's a formula. We type in the first cell we want to use in our formula, C18 here, and we're going to multiply it by the cell here, which is Jane Smith's number of units sold in January. The number shown in the cell is 25, and the formula is shown up here as C5. We want the same formula in here, using the same cell C18, but multiplied by Jane Smith's February total. We can't copy and paste here because we wanted always to use C18 in the first part of the formula. Because we know this, if we add $1 at the beginning of C and $1 at the beginning of C18, the formula is the same, the calculation is the same, but when we copy it, it always uses C18 in the first part of the formula. So this allows us to copy and paste the formula right across. Now we're going to reformat this as a currency, and one way is to use the comma sign here, which will put in a 1000 separator if it is longer than 4 digits. It also puts 2 decimal points to the right, which is the standard for currency. If we were to insert or delete a row, Excel will automatically readjust the formula. Here we're inserting 2 rows, and if we look at the formula, it now has C20 and all of the figures have stayed the same. We might do this if we wanted to put a title in the top. Finally, we'll add in a total profit for each person for the period, and we'll add in a total profit for each month. And we'll copy them across to give us our totals. This completes how to use calculations in Excel. Save your spreadsheet and you can upload it as your assignment.